Yadong issued a warning to Strickland after he posted negative comments about China on Twitter. Strickland managed to provoke a reaction with his thoughts once again, seemingly triggering China's fighter. Here is how he responded. "Hey champ, I respect your skills as a fighter, but we should be talking facts, not baseless stereotypes. As athletes, we ought to focus on what we know best and avoid making unfounded comments. Let's set a good example." Strickland hasn't responded to Yadong yet, and it seems like he might not. Twitter arguments between fighters are common and don't need to be made into a big deal. Anik believes Conor fighting Chandler in the middleweight division won't impact his ranking at all. Conor recently announced their fight for June 29th in middleweight division, surprising many fans. There are many doubts among fans about the reasoning behind Conor fighting two weight divisions higher than his usual. Here's what Anik said about the situation. "I pray that it doesn't happen at middleweight. The only defense for that fight happening at middleweight, with respect to my friend Conor McGregor, is his leg. And if they just don't want him to and he doesn't want to cut the weight, to try to have that leg be as strong as humanly possible to try to get through that first fight. It has no divisional relevance at 85. Really doesn't have much at 70. And I have long sort of wished that Conor McGregor would compete more at 155. He has only one lightweight win career-wise in the UFC against Eddie Alvarez. He did not defend the lightweight title. I would just like to see the man competing at 55, but this fight with Michael Chandler is not going to be at 55. But I think I would have to eliminate the weight from the pay-per-view open process because it just seems such a stretch. And I do hope for both their sake it is at 70, and Conor was just saying that tongue-in-cheek." The weight for that fight hasn't been confirmed officially yet, and some people think Conor might have been joking about it. However, whether it's true or not, the idea of the fight is still exciting fans who can't wait to see it happen. Emmett shared his thoughts on the Ilia Topuria vs Alexander Volkanovski fight. Even though Emmett acknowledges Topuria's formidable skills, he's leaning towards the champion to win. Here is what he said. "It's hard for me to predict fights, but I can argue how both guys get it done. Volk is one of the pound-for-pound best. He continues to improve and kind of prove people wrong as well. It's always like the fight, like okay, he's going to lose now. But then he finally got to the point where he's earned people's respect. But Ilia's young, he's hungry, he's talented. I know he's been saying a lot of stuff, like how he's going to go out there and finish him in the first round and stuff like that. Hopefully he's not overlooking him. I don't think he is. I think that's just kind of a part of his persona. I don't know. It's hard for me to bet against such a dominant champion." Topuria vs Volkanovski is set for February 17th, which is one of the most anticipated fights of the year. It remains to be seen whether Volkanovski will continue his reign or if the young wolf will take his throne. Miocic responded to Tom Aspinall. A few days ago, Tom Aspinall expressed frustration about not getting a chance at the undisputed title, even though he's the interim champion. Instead, the opportunity went to Miocic, who has been inactive for 4 years. Here is Miocic's response. "I have never caused a delay in the John fight. Tom, once I get this win, let's talk to unify the belt." Things are heating up between Volk and Ilia Topuria ahead of their fight. Volk recently shared on YouTube channel that he's training with Brad Riddle to prepare for Topuria, even saying Brad is more dangerous than him. However, Topuria wasn't happy about being compared to others and fired back on Twitter. This is what he said. "If you think someone can imitate me, that means that your last fight has left you with lasting effects. I will knock you out in the first round. You're old, it's time to retire. It is time to move on and make way for the new era of Topuria." Topuria is displaying a lot of confidence, but underestimating a champion like Volkanovski could be a big mistake. Volkanovski has repeatedly shown his capabilities and has proven himself many times. Thanks for watching. If you're a fan of MMA, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you never miss an update. Also leave a comment below with your thoughts on today's news. Keep supporting the sport, and we'll see you in the next one.